afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here for hashtag Christmas Extravaganza 2025. Sorry I've been missing in action for the last few days. I was obviously busy because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've had a few days out. But that aside, I decided to do a bag. I've seen since other people have done bags, which means that mine's probably redundant, but anyway, it is what it is. So I made a market bag. If I can just, I'm just going to get my patterns ready. So this is the one I made. So it fits like a load of fruit in if you want it to, you know, and it stretches. And it's a really easy bag pattern. But my problem has been not just that I've been busy. I went and by doing this one, because there was a lot of chains and repetitive movements, I've ended up flaring up my tendinitis, so that's why I've been missing really. It's been a struggle to get it done, but anyway, I've done it now and it is getting a bit better. So I just slowed it right down. I didn't try to push on through, I slowed it right down and just did a bit at a time, because I don't want to go back to where I had the major problems with it at the beginning of the year. Now my idea for it was to make a motif to put around the handle that you could use, you know, like for each season. Now, because of the problems with the arm, I've already done 3 of them. I did think of a lot more ideas for ones you could make, but I just thought I'll get this done and then we'll, you know, like at least I've got something to show. So I did a poinsettia for Christmas. I'm just going to put that on, just bear with me. So I thought what you could do is you could put, you know, like in winter time, you could have the poinsettia, you know, like fed through the handle, and it's like, you know, like a seasonal thing. Then I thought, like, well, I could do the other seasons. So for spring, I've done a daffodil. And for summer, I've done a rose, which I've done in white because obviously from Yorkshire, I'm, you know, like our flower is the white rose. So I've done that one, and then we're going to do for autumn, we're going to either do like an hydrangea, because that comes up as an autumn flower, or if not an hydrangea, an acorn and some oak leaves. But I didn't get to that because, like I say, I just thought I'll get done what I can. So my other ideas were like, say, like for somebody from Yorkshire, you could do the white rose, which I've already done. Like as far as Britain's concerned, if you know people from the other home nations, so like you could do a daffodil for you know, Wales, a red rose for England, thistle for Scotland, or a clover leaf for Northern Ireland. You could you know, make something that's specific to that person to put on it, the favourite flower, or I'm sure there's loads of ideas out there that you could do to add to this bag to make it personal. But this was my original idea for doing it for Christmas, was to put a poinsettia on it. Now the patterns I've used, my bag pattern is from lovecrafts.com. It's a paint box pattern, which I always find really easy to follow. The patterns are usually in UK terms, that's just what you to bear in mind. So it's that one. I will link them all, of course, below. For the poinsettia, I used a Lion Brand pattern. Again, I like Lion Brand patterns, and they've got loads of free ones out there, so you know you could use them. So that's the Lion Brand poinsettia. Now I did adapt that because doing the little round ones was a bit hard on my shoulder, so I just did a little middle one. For the daffodil, I used the pattern by Attic 24. Is that one. These are all free patterns, by the way, and Attic 24 is usually in UK terms as well. A Lion Brand, with it being an American brand, is in US terms. And then the rows I took from a booklet that I downloaded. It's a free download. It's from West Yorkshire Spinners pattern, free on Black Sheep Wool's website. Again, I will link that down below. And it's got a variety of flower patterns and they're really pretty. That, with it being a British band, it is actually again in UK terms, but they are gorgeous patterns of those. You could use so many of those. So I think that's what I've covered there. So I hope that it's of use to somebody, but like I say, I've noticed since that other people have done these, so you know, like I don't want to jump on anybody's. I did start it before I knew that, I promise you, you know, I did start it before I knew they were doing them, so I just continued with it. I used for the flowers, I used a variety of my acrylic cotton mixers because I thought they're quite resilient. You could use them for anything. You could use them as a handbag charm. You could use them, you know, as a motif. My white rose will probably hang up behind me here because, like, you know, as you know, I'm very proud of being from Yorkshire. The yarn I used for the bag, I used 100% cotton because, you know, it's best for market bags, really. You know, you want it to have some substance to it, so cotton is best. I've had this cake for a long time that I got from the Crochet Society, and it's down as a DK, but it isn't actually a DK yarn. The recommended hook size, I think, is a 3.25. I used a 3.5 for this, but it's a lovely yarn. It's just, I thought I'd used it all, though. I'm using this Christmas extravaganza as a stash busting exercise as well, so I was kind of hoping I'd use it up. But anyway, I've got another idea to use that. I'm going to do another pot holder with that, a Christmas themed pot holder with that white, so it will get some more use before the weekend's out. Hopefully I'm back for every day now. Well, apart from weekends, back for every day, and I'll be back, you know, like on Monday as normal. I am sorry I were missing, but I'm sure you'll agree with me, it was best not to aggravate my sore shoulder anymore. You don't want to cause yourself, you know, like a permanent injury. You need to sort of like keep it moving, you know, so you can use it in the rest of your life as well. Plus my osteopath would have been a bit peeved with me if I'd have carried on, because he's always told me, don't do repetitive things, stop doing repetitive things. So yeah, anyway, like I say, I just did a little bit every now and again and it got finished, and that's my main thing, because one of my things at the moment is make sure you finish your projects, you know, because I do feel satisfied when I finished them. Don't get me wrong, you know, I throw them aside if I'm in that mood, but you know, really I do like to finish them. Anyway, keep watching our friends at KK Crochet, at KK and Christian. I've been watching their videos, but some of them I watched on the television, so I'm sorry girls that I haven't replied on some of them. It's because I've been watching them on the TV. All the other people are joining in, putting out great content. Please just search hashtag Christmas Extravaganza 2025 and I'm sure you'll pick up on them all. Plus KK and Christian are sharing videos as they put out. So yeah, just you know, keep up with everybody else. There's some great ideas out there that you can do mates for Christmas. This, in the whole scheme of things, of the things I've made so far, is quite a big make compared to others, because you know, like it's not just a day job, I don't think. But anyway, that's me for now. Tomorrow we've got a lovely day. Nick was 65 on Tuesday, so we're going out with my two nephews tomorrow, our two nephews tomorrow, and their girlfriends, significant others, and we're having a smashing meal. We're going to a lovely place to have a meal, so won't be much crocheting done tomorrow. But anyway, take care of yourself guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.